We are live, ladies and gentlemen. Item. I'll get to them, Isaac. I'll get to the zombies. This time I have background music. Let me know if the music is too loud. Hi. I keep trying to read your name. I'm sorry if I missed or forgot your nickname. I have Foring's mind. Should I read it in a different way? Yes, Fahad is the representative. Hi, Pedro. Yeah, I was worried about copyright strikes, but I found the royalty-free playlist. So I'm just gonna chill for a minute or two. And the opening page is my own tweet about the episode, which is what you scrounge up when you actually don't have time to prepare much. But I was a bit more organized. I actually staged a few tabs to look at one at a time. Even though I said I want this to be super chill, I guess there's no harm in actually preparing a little bit. Something about Facebook and Meta. Yeah, which reminds me, I remember I set it to ultra low latency, but I am not 100% sure. Hi Trevor, welcome. NFT key, yes, I do know about NFT key actually, since Dan was relatively early on. We had a discussion regarding Equine partnership, which is still ongoing as a discussion. Could be a little bit less loud. Yes, I did ask, but also it's not very granular. Let me see if I can do it just with this. Yeah, this is better, I think. No face reveal. It actually happened once before. Oh, it means shitcoin Norwegian. Well, I tried. Let me see. Yeah, I had something I want to do. Yeah, I want to join the voice channel here. Oh, first I wanted to check if I have ultra low latency on here. It's not there. It's not here. Where did I see that? Is it in YouTube Studio? I can't remember where I found this option. I'm just kind of curious whether I turned this on or not. Because if it is ultra low latency, it makes it much easier to actually chat with someone. Anyway, I won't waste much more time on this. Let me just go back to that. Whoops. Okay. Yeah, Zombie Chain is pretty good. Did you check Armor is doing a collab? No, I haven't checked that yet. And yes, I did mint Zombie Chains. Let's get to it. Actually, we have 12 watching right now, which is not too bad. Just let me join the 500 stream chat voice chat in case someone wants to join. And I think we're good to go. So, without further ado, thanks for joining episode 2. I've actually been looking forward to this just because I enjoyed the last one so much. I appreciate everyone's interest and interaction. I also still have kind of a big backlog of projects I'd like to look at with you guys. I mind oil business. There's a stereotype that everyone from the Middle East actually has a oil well in the back of their house. So I might be in the oil business. So let's get to this. I like to start by looking at what the market has kind of been doing. CNFT analytics. This is one of the easier ways to see the recent deals. There's also those space buds, but I guess for the space buds market, there is not that much I make out of the charts, so you can kind of see a monthly chart and just make sure that the sky is not falling, which is always good to know. Yeah, multitasking is very useful. So I'm just gonna look at the last 24 hours. So we had Zombie Chains sell for 10k. I wonder which one it is. Oh, it's a super rainbow skin, rainbow teeth, rainbow wings, rainbow shirt, rainbow background, rainbow hat, full rainbow. It's a cool one. Sold for 10k. Bearbud 8.5, Cardano Crocs. I am not following this project. Okay. Yeah, I remember somebody mentioned it last stream. There's a B2 sale, which didn't make much sense to me. It's for 7k on token, and there are B2s on CNFT.io for much less, like 3k I think floor. Unless those are cancelling or something, because I clicked on the sale and it's not mentioning a bundle unless I'm looking at it the wrong way. Because if it was a bundle, it would kind of make sense. Another bud, 6k. There's a Voodoo Brigada. I have no clue about the rarities on these. It's pink. It might be Asad who got this. There's a Carda City with an unsick background. Another Zombie Chain for 5k. This one has a full angel and some gold items. Apparently the baby wings are the rarest prop. The second is the space helmet thing, if I'm not mistaken. And then there's a bunch of other stuff I tend to overlook. I look at the larger sales just because they pique my interest. Though Clay Nation's kind of doing okay. You can see a lot of these. I guess we could also look at these just because it's interesting. 6.9 for a yo-yo, that's not a bad deal. This was cheap. This was a steal. I have no clue why I would sell a spacebot for 2.2k today when people would be super happy to buy it 4k. Yeah, the golden degen for 5k. I was only looking at the last 24 hours. That's probably why I missed it. Vive Finance, I know nothing about it, but it's showing up on the volume list. Yeah, that might be one of the tokens. I assume it's one of the DeFi tokens, not an NFT, fungible tokens. So a Zero Gadget Arcane went for 45k, and the nice Elephant went for 45k, and these are also steals in my opinion. I know this kind of buy is not for everyone, but whoever bought these got a good deal, in my opinion. Like, elephants compared to bulls, there's, I mean, the next rarity, if I remember right. And then if bulls were going for 300 and 400k, it doesn't make sense that like the 60 something unit volume goes for this low. But I guess maybe someone is desperate to sell. Yeah, a bunch more. 4.3Ks, desperate, paper hands, desperate, 4K. I guess we kind of recovered, and these are, people have been saying either somebody selling to themselves or a big fat finger or misreading the instructions. Anyway, I think that's enough for the space passport. So these dropped. They're by Cardano Dan. Cool guy. He's been supporting the Cardano scene. He's a well-known YouTuber. He's had some other drops, in NFT drops. He has his own tokens. And this one's really cool. I forgot the... So they also have the artist on their Discord channel. He's been sharing a bit about the experience. And what I really loved about these, because we did see some sneak peeks early on before the release, but after the release is see, when you have someone like posting teasers, you can expect them to maybe handpick the most interesting ones. But what's really cool with these, and I think this is a sign of something that doesn't age too fast, is that they generally all look kind of interesting. I found this really appealing. Like, they don't look repetitive. You can see a lot of variety. This means the artists took their time to actually make all these variations, and it's really cool. I mean, it's not just the ones they handpicked for the banner. I was just looking at the Discord and pulled up PM and seeing what people are putting, and they just don't seem to be very repetitive, which is really cool. I commend the artists for this. I mean, they all have the same theme, but then you can see the variations easily. They basically don't get old fast. And there's some really cool ones on there. So I was able to mint a few. I didn't ape into these for liquidity purposes. But I got these three, out of which apparently the laser eye is not too bad. It's like, I think, the third rarest eyes, or second rarest after the astronaut hat. Out of the eye traits only, it's not the rarest out of all. I think that one was called the visor down, and then this is the laser eyes, which has about 50, I think, in the collection. These three I minted. I didn't get any from secondary yet, at least. So that's for zombie chains. Voodoo Brigada also dropped last night. I didn't get any. I'm not sure if they sold out or if they're still ongoing. I assume ongoing. I didn't see anything about them selling out. Good luck to them with the rest. Today we had Yiddish Halloween drop. I missed it. Those guys are really cool. Let's say low mint painting style artist. He sometimes does a few collectibles, but mostly one-of-ones and small mint numbers. I really love his style of painting. So those fishing for collectibles, they might not find what they like here, but if you like collecting art in the form of paintings and similar low edition mints, Yiddish is a very nice option for you to consider. He has a nice Discord server. He posts his stuff, and he has kind of a variety of art styles. He's pretty flexible, and his art hasn't blown up yet. Like, people don't know him yet. He does have a bunch of solid supporters, including myself. I really like his art, but just wanted to share. But apparently this Halloween drop is already sold out, so I'm just sharing for sake of introducing you guys to Yiddish if you don't know him already. Yeah, Zero Gadget Zombies, I think there's also a few of them, like 30 or something. And then there's Bitfins, which are live. They started them a few hours ago. 35 AD each. I will mint a few. Maybe on stream or in a bit. I think we saw this last time, but just letting you know that this is live. And we can look at this very handy tweet from Crypto Caramello talking about upcoming drops tomorrow. And I, as my good friend Marek also pointed out, we're a bit worried about how the network will handle this volume of drops, but let's see. I mean, apparently it's not a blockchain or a network issue. Apparently it's something else somehow. So we have, let's look at these. So these are all for tomorrow. I'll retweet this later on, or you can just go to Crypto Caramello. Seems very handy. So there's space tokens, NFT collectible games that lets you fund space exploration missions using ADA to discover new and unique NFT planets. Okay. I mean, the graphics are on point, but I don't know much about it. Maybe it's worth a look. Of a mistake, lies only if you these on our quid giveaways. I mean, I haven't heard about this at all, so it's kind of interesting to see all of this in one go. So they have a white paper. So there are classes. How to discover planets. Oh, you choose the class of planets you want to discover. I assume they're gonna be different prices. Okay. So what's the quid token? Quasi-universal interplanetary denomination, otherwise known as quid. Utility token. Okay. So they have fungible tokens. So you can use the quid once they go live later on to also buy, but they're a bit more inflated where you have to spend many more quid, but we don't know how many quid you get anyway. So it's interesting. Gumball World. Welcome to Gumball World. Me dum dum, you want gum gum. Which color would you prefer me to be in? I mean, they do look fun. They're verified. TFC Mintwatch. What are these guys? Across ETH, Sol, and ADA. Ooh, there's a Gumball. Gunball. That's interesting. So, yeah, this is collectible. I don't know if they mentioned the size of the drop. 5555. 17 hours. Hand drawn and randomized. I think they're cool. I can see a lot of variety as well. I'm always worried about a series where collectible series where the pieces are too similar. But you can see, as long as they're not handpicking the most unique, and I assume not, there's a lot of variety here. They're kind of cute. I don't know if they're gonna sell out fast, but that doesn't need to be a criteria in my opinion, unless you're investing, and that's what we're not telling you to do. That's one. Whoops, I can't keep this for a while, so I need to keep this kind of safe for work. But this is by Sam, who also happens to be the guy making Deep Vision. And apparently now he also has this project. Give it a look if you're interested. And if you're old enough. Zombies CNFT. So these are zombies with an A for Ada. I don't even know what that character's called, unfortunately. It's not Equine music, Super Sando. I should be playing that. I'm not sure how much I wanna release this early, but I actually can do that. I'll do that in a bit. Actually, after looking at these, I'm gonna chat a bit about Equine. Maybe I'll open our Twitter, just so I can only talk about stuff we've already posted. So these are zombies. Tests run smooth, thank God. Okay, so they're zombie babies, that's why. Are they? I'm not really sure. I've been looking for info and I'm kind of having a challenge. So they have a Captain America and the Baby Mario one. Zombie Bambies. It might be a season 2. I'm sorry if I missed your season 1 or if this is both are together, I'm not sure. So this is one. Carnival. First Carnival themed CNFT. We're still doing the first on Cardano thing. So it's a clown's profile picture. The circle never moves, or they picked ones that don't have a different circle nose. Everything changes but the nose. MOB, masked on buttons. I think this is the third drop. The earlier two drops have done very well. I respect the effort these guys have put into their project. And their community is pretty solid. So apparently they have a Halloween treat drop. There's a different one. So these are all tomorrow. All of these are dropping tomorrow. There's the Halloween drop, a pumpkin drop by Royal McCumpin. Royal McCumpin is brought to you by my Equine partner Marek, along with two very talented artists he's working with on this project. According to Marek, each one of these is unique. And I've always told him about the work of these artists, that the line art is super cool, very clean. They're also very cute. So I think this we have Christmas music on. It's not yet the season, to be funny. It's Halloween. I should have Halloween music on. I didn't. Well, it depends on who you mean by you. I'm not a musician, though we did hire a composer on the team who's been making us amazing original music for Equine. I'm a huge fan of our composer. I'm really happy we got to work with him. He's very creative, and see the way we've approached music in Equine. So there's the main theme music types, and then there's the jockey themes. So we figured we have 10 different jockeys, so we're gonna give each one a theme song. And then each jockey obviously has a kind of background, so he was able to actually kind of have references to those background elements or that kind of feel. So they're progressing very well. We don't have any actually finished tracks yet, but what we used in the trailer is an almost finished draft. I have a lot of drafts which are 80% done for the most part, but I guess we might still fine-tune them. I'll play some of them in a bit if you guys are around. So we go to page 2 of tomorrow's drops. Thank you, by the way, Crypto Caramelo, for posting these. It's actually really helpful. Mario's Cyberbots, the Golden Cross. Oh, the Lions are tomorrow. Whoops. Ada Heads, Mr. Cooper. So Cyberbots is a series by Mario Oranjek. He's been making lots of robots. Actually, I think this is his 4th or 5th drop. There's some utility. Yeah, the music artist, I haven't shared the name actually. He's I don't think he's very well known. He has though produced music for I think one video game before, if I'm not mistaken. I don't have the full history, and I only knew him or got to know him after hiring him for Equine. But I'm very happy with what turned out. So Cyberbots have utility. I haven't tried them myself, but apparently you can customize the robots. They're all anyway very cool. They all always reference kind of characters. There's a Squid Game one there. So this is tomorrow's drop. They come as kind of rendered videos, but apparently they have a service where you can customize them. and you can see some of the past. Oh, this is Ninja Turtles. I mean, I like what he does here. They're pretty cool. The production level is nice. They always reference like pop culture stuff. Whoops. So this is Cyberbots, the Golden Cross. They've actually we've communicated before. We didn't go into much detail. Apparently it's a game project. Still growing. I think this is their first pre-sale, first drop. They have this kind of Valkyrie character. Seems to be a lot of variations, though I haven't seen any other characters. I'm not sure if there's a bigger variety during this stage. But they have this pre-sale tomorrow. Lion Legends. I was part of some drama that happened early on. Some people were very concerned that the dev was not revealing who the minting provider was. And I mean, to be fair, on one side, as a buyer, if I didn't know who was minting, I would usually be concerned only because we need to trust who's minting, or it's just basically one more sign of trust. But then, I mean, I had a chat with the creator, and for sake of, let's say, confirming doubts, it was actually a known minter, which removes, let's say, the concern from that side. I guess people have gotten a bit wary after some projects have not done well because of, let's say, lack of transparency in some aspects. So I guess it's one of the reasons that some people are concerned. But I mean, I had a talk with the creators. They seem genuine. The art production they look nice. You can see here the artist creating the art to all the fathers who are trying to find this on Google image search. Yeah, well done, man. Whoops. So this is how the base mesh is done. And they are cool. I mean, there does seem to be, to an extent, there does seem to be some repetitive elements, but compared to, for example, the zombies I was looking at earlier, but I'm not really bashing the project. I mean, the aesthetic is nice. This doesn't exist. I assume this was a typo, but I don't think emoji NFT. No, this is something else. Maybe it's a rug before they even sold. I'm sorry if it isn't. I was just joking. Tropical birds, flock of 10k. That's a lot. Tropical birds on a mission to bring joy and prosperity back to Earth. Help us hatch on the Cardano blockchain. Okay, so we have birds. We have different beaks, different eyes, different face markings, different hats, different suits, and different colors. Big flame. So this is also tomorrow. We've already seen Zapdos, Moltres, and was it Articuno? No, is it? It's been a while since I've seen any Pokemon. And there's Toto, Stream, and Vuzo. I mean, okay, this is one level of depth which I respect. They're naming the birds, maybe at least the mythical ones. It's development of an IP. It's like a story, some lore. This is all I think better than having just some randomly generated art pieces. I'm not saying every single one needs to have one, but having something is better than nothing. Ada heads goes creepy. First you build them. I've seen these around. I've seen them posted around. I think they look really cool. I don't know about the earlier drop. I've seen them around, so I wasn't really sure whether they were already released or not. Who is this new guy? I'm sorry if I'm scrolling too fast, by the way. I guess if it's zoomed in. The heads from and around Cardano. First drop sold out, second drop sold out. 10 figures, 333 heads. Second drop 633. So 10 important figures who built the base. Second one was heads of the Cardano team, first supporter and first community members. And then this tomorrow will be the mini Halloween special drop. And then there's the third one. So it's the whole series one is 1,600. And they have 3,000 followers. So from a sizing point of view, I think they are managing pretty well. I do say that a rush to sell out isn't necessary, but then if you do sell out reasonably fast, it gives you enough mental clarity to focus on what else you want to do. So this is the mini Halloween drop tomorrow. Mr. Cooper is also a more artistic, let's say, low mint NFT creator. I have collected a few of his earlier works. Yeah, I need to bring up TJ. TJ also has a Halloween drop. It's already live. TJ is a very talented 3D artist. He also does 2D art. He is very dedicated to the artistic process. He likes to always show works in progress. Oh, so it's a GLTF model, which is basically where you can export a file where you can actually view the file on pool.pm. So this is the Halloween drop he has right now. It's 3D sculptures are an interesting form of collectible. You can zoom in. Yeah, GLTF is cool like this. You can like see all the details. But on pool.pm version you can't really pan. It's kind of fixed to a certain axis. In some other views you can like right click and you can pan around as well. So this is TJ at yo_the_guy. You can buy multiples. There's still a bunch left. More than 600 left. These are varieties, so if you're into this, check them out. It's an export format, so basically you don't really need to do much on pool.pm because it's a supported format. You just need to export it from your 3D software. In that format, you upload it to IPFS. You add that in the metadata, and it's gonna like show up in pool.pm. This is not the first one that's like this. The first one I have seen, I don't know if there's ones before it, but the first ones I've seen were the Blizz Effect eggs. The first one, I mean, to use this on an NFT. So I missed Mr. Cooper's drop. I'm looking for this. Okay, so this is the one. Is this a Gambot thing? I assume it is because this is kind of how they look like a generative art. We'll have one page left of tomorrow's drops. Not even a full page. Tacky T-Rex. Do you have to call them tacky? Oops. Okay. So there's a 200 collectible. I mean, they're 200, so that's a small size, which makes it a bit more exclusive. I like the texture of the T-Rexes. Almost looks like, what game was that? There was I think a Nintendo Wii game which had this kind of texture. The export format is either .gltf, but that needs you to have textures and stuff. The other way is to export it as a GLTF binary, which goes by .glb, and the .glb is a file that already includes the textures in it, so it's just a single file that has the whole model enclosed, and you can view it in a GLTF viewer. I'll show you some Equine models because Equine models are also exported in the same format. They're gonna look the same and pulled up here. So this is a tacky T-Rex club dropping tomorrow. Gator family dropping tomorrow. $2,000 gators. They have a mommy gator. They have some themed ones here. Pandoria, limited series of 5K. These look very funky. There's a Pioneer sold out in 20 minutes. I have to say that. Whoops. So they're generative. Ooh. Monochrome radiant. They are actually Zen, and I like how they look. This is a sapphire iridescent. Some cool generative art. Kind of looks like some unsigs if you blurred them and then applied a few other effects. I'm not saying this is what these are. They're obviously much more. Just feel some of the no-liners would look like this if I blurred them a bit more. Okay. Fancy Foxes NFT. I like this base model. It does look clean. Only the fanciest of foxes. By the way, it's very double standard of me to go and judge people's websites when I don't even have a website for Equine. We are so late and overdue on that. We've had a working prototype for a while, but then we kind of juggled between 3 potential web devs. One got busy and then we switched to the other one, and we're kind of working stuff out. Foxes 35A, the one is launched tomorrow. What is Foxes Forest? 3D adventure game built with Unreal Engine with wallet asset integration, which will allow holders exclusive access to play. and that's Q3 2022, which is reasonable. I was surprised. I was like, what? When did they make this? But okay, it's a roadmap. So first 5,000 Rarity System CNFT the tools. I love you guys. Series 2 is Foxy Ladies. Series 3 is Kids. And then there's the game dev. Yeah, this is reasonable. Ludo token, Unreal Engine. I am surprised though why this has to be in Q2 2022, not even here. I mean, if it's a funding issue, that's something, but you're still saying 5,000 here. But anyway, good luck to you guys. I'm not really worried. Though we didn't get to see what they kind of look like. Oh, they're not Twitter. Oh, so this is what they look like. The Simpsons. Okay. Are these like a meme and fan art contest? I thought these were the actual foxes. Oh, these are the actual foxes. Okay. Yeah, they're clean. I think the nose to mouth part. I mean, there's the nose ring and there's a cigar, but seems to be all just one pose. Kind of wish there was. I mean, they still have their own like cool factor, and I hope the rest are as variable or even more. So what are boo birds? Hi TJ, no problem at all. Hi Chris. It's a spooky cute ghost collection. That's why they're boo birds. Is it like, what's the bird part? I'm gonna get boo now. Should they wear the cat costume or maybe the devil costume? Say they're ghosts with costumes. But this is not the only ghost drop tomorrow. So can it be there's more that haven't even been posted by these? There was... Oh, Ghost Chain is now. I missed these guys. It's not now, but like in 40 minutes. So this is dropping in, if my timing is right, is in what, 40 minutes? Yeah, there was a bong and the fancy foxes, right? So these are dropping in a bit more than half an hour. Yeah, we saw these in the last stream. Okay, now I remember. This is a pixel gallery kind of thing. So this is another ghost drop. I assume the rarities will only show after the sale. And yeah, I also see again variety here, which is great. Just depends on how much of these is handpicked. It's a 10k collection. That's a good collection as well. or 7 days after all unsold boobets will be burned. In my OCD kind of view, the only problem with this approach, in my opinion, is you get kind of a broken collection with regards to numbering. But it is what it is. House of Pumpkins. In the words of an eye for an eye, we are all pumpkins at the end. First collection of highly detailed avatars on... No. No. It's not. It's not the first collection of highly detailed avatars on Cardano. I'm sorry. Prove me wrong if you want to. So they are cool. I'm not saying they're bad, but I think this claim is debatable. Maybe I am wrong. Maybe they are like super detailed. They are dropping tomorrow apparently, but I can't find anything on the Twitter, nor a Discord. This might be wrong. I don't know. I am assuming the date is wrong, or they're just gonna do like a flash sale. 10/22. Yeah, so that's that. Figured I'd do a quick review of tomorrow's plethora of drops. In case anyone wants to get in on any of these. Let me put up some Equine music. Does it have to be this annoying? Yeah, so this is the Blizz effect DLTF. As far as I know, this is the first one in this format, or maybe it's the eggs before that. I'm not sure if he did it that way. It's really cool in this way. You can So we haven't done Yukio's music yet, so I can't really give you a preview of that. Actually, nor Anara. This is Anara. Did we reveal Faye or not on Twitter? I'm not sure. So we have Cornelius. I can play that. So I wasn't prepared for this section, so I'm kind of improvising. Yeah, so this is Cornelius. Let me guide you through some of the music. So we go to this talented gentleman, and we go to... Okay, first let's go to the main theme. I'm just gonna kick back and listen to these, because I really enjoy actually listening to these. They're that cool. I start with the main theme, which is what we have in the trailer. So I don't want to talk over these too much, but the cool thing about this is we're basically going for something that excuse me, so something that kind of has the racing excitement, but also has a kind of a role-playing feel to it. As those are usually catchy and kind of are very engaging. There's this guitar solo at the end, this last riff. So that's the main theme. By the way, apparently the composer also got into Cardano NFTs. I'm not sure that happened after he started working with us or before, but he has some claymation. It's just some trivia. So then let me find this. Menu, yeah. So this is the menu music. Yeah, this is menu music, which we should have for the game menu. We haven't revealed this, by the way. This is a stream exclusive. So this is meant to be like the background music for the menus while playing the game. Well, of course you can like disable the music, but the direction for this was meant to be like a more calm, very loopable kind of music. There's a very nice melody after this. Wait for it, wait for it. Here we go. Let's go. No, one more. Here we go. Gives me the chills. So yeah, pretty amazing. I love our composer. Every time I see a draft being posted, I keep telling him, "You'll make my day. You made my day by making this." We don't get an update every day. I wish we did, but when we do have one, I get really excited. Okay, so one more, I guess, is safe to share. I don't want to be leaking everything. But I'll let you guys listen to Cornelius' theme. Actually, before that, let's listen to the racing theme. This is what should be for racing. So this is meant to be what plays when you're actually like watching a race, but there's a twist. You can also use the jockey themes for the races, but there's another twist. Only when you actually own that jockey can you choose to use that music instead. Anyway, we haven't announced this yet, but it's a plan, and it's one of the, let's say, additional utilities for the jockey NFTs. I'll pause this just so I don't ruin the whole thing. And one more is, let's look at Cornelius. Okay, so Cornelius was the one before this. I think this is it. So this is a theme for this guy. So just a reminder again, this would also fit in the scenario when you're actually watching a race. It would fit as racing music. Okay, that's enough leaks. I've been leaking a lot. Um, but yeah, the more we keep making for Equine, the more we feel that this deserves to be a full-fledged production, and this is what kept driving us to like build more levels of depth, including the music. Um, I'm not saying I expect every NFT drop to have this, let's say, level of structure, because there's also a decent upfront cost and other aspects of it, but it's just nice to have, I'll say, at least. Oh, you're helping endangered fish get access to it. Oh, that's actually pretty cool. Yeah, no problem. I'm glad you enjoyed it. Yeah, for the record, I used to be an engineer at some point in time, more than 10 years ago. So, yeah, that's about Equine music. Before we end the show, I guess it'd also be maybe fun to share a bit of what's going on in my mind. So, we've been very busy on number one, following up all the artwork being created, trying to make sure we get stuff done on time. But then there's also stuff like the legal aspects, because we want this to be a long-standing project. And we're also working on the website, and we're also working on the white paper. And we're also working on a bit more content which we haven't announced yet. So that's probably why sometimes I'm not able to actually keep up with some of the messages I get. So I apologize for that. But we will get back on track. I will be tweeting a few more reveals. Probably one today, one tomorrow for Halloween. They're not going to be Halloween releases, but rather Halloween related or themed or kind of related content reveals for Equine. They're going to be fun, so keep an eye on that. Also, Facebook announced changing their name to Meta. Yeah, I heard someone say Facebook and Meta, but I didn't know exactly what it meant. I mean, yeah, good for them. I wonder how that's going to tie into anything else, if at all. Might not be. Thank you for the kind words, Moonrider. Yeah, we do have high hopes, and we are putting in big amount of effort. I hope people will enjoy it. Our aspirations are also very high. So I think I don't think this time we have a chance to look at some of the earlier project submissions. I do still have them on record. I have them in order. We will get to look at them probably in the next episode. But since this one was just before a weekend with a lot of drops, I figured it would be fun to actually look at what's coming up. I would have done this alone normally, but then since you guys were around, I figured let's make this a bit more interactive and let's sit down and talk about this. So thank you everyone for joining. I appreciate your company. It was a fun episode, and for those who watch us later on, please do make time and join us live if you can. It's more fun that way, but you don't really have to if you can't. Wa alaikum assalam, B49, welcome. So that concludes, I think, this episode. If anyone has any thoughts, something they'd like to talk about, we can probably fit in a couple. If not, we can just close and wrap it for tonight. Thank you, guys. Thank you. I appreciate your company again, and I'll see you again. Have a good night. No problem at all. See you guys around.